You might be thinking, We Have Concerns, you're a great show, but how would you be as a t-shirt?
Oh, we got the answer to that. We got new shirts in our shop right now. All kinds of cool stuff. Brock Life shirt, Salmon Cannon shirt, Jetpack Rescue Squad shirt. These are really, really cool shirts.
Yep, and if you want them all shipped out by the holidays, you've got until December 4th to go and order. So check out the store now, wehaveconcerns.com/shop. Everybody's getting these 80-inch TVs.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did these TVs come from?
God.
Where are you putting them?
Bequeathed it to us.
Ain't no 4Ks they watch on them, though.
Yeah, there's plenty of 4Ks.
There's no 4K. The 4K is a lie. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Canada.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens.
We got an interesting article. This was sent to us by Derek Brown to our email, which is wehaveconcernshow@gmail.com.
You can also send that to our subreddit, wehaveconcerns.reddit.com.
This is about an astrophysicist by the name of Matt Ginsberg, who is patenting a technology that he thinks is going to change the way we watch sports. Do you want to know what this technology is, Anthony? Are you ready for this technology?
I'm so excited.
As a sportsman?
As a sportster.
Yeah.
As a fan of all of sports. A fan to all sports is what I call myself. Anthony Carboni, he's a friend to all sports, is what people say.
Sportsman's friend.
Yep, that's me. Isn't that a fishing rod?
The sportsman's friend? Yeah, I think that's like some sort of a euphemism for like a way to crap in the woods.
Is that a jockstrap?
Isn't that, yeah, it's some sort of like euphemism thing. The sportsman's friend. Are you out in the woods hunting deer? You need the sportsman's friend.
Not only does it protect my junk, I can also fit tobacco in there and a sandwich.
Don't let your urine ruin the smell of the deer urine you bathed in. Use the sportsman's friend.
Sometimes if you pee a lot, it gets into the sandwich part, but that's not often.
The sandwich part and the urine part are separated by 2.7 centimeters of pure plastic. We guarantee an 87% no urine in your sandwich policy. Sportsman's friend.
That's 13% less chance of urine than I had before. Thank you, sportsman's friend.
This is very different from that. This is how you enjoy sports on television. This astrophysicist...
I enjoy sports on television by turning on my PS4.
Yeah.
I enjoy sports on television by turning on a movie.
Well, I do like sports on television. Go Warriors. Amazing season of the Golden State Warriors. I suffered through so many seasons.
Oh, for a second I thought we had brought back the Coliseum, and I got really excited. Like I was going to be there with you.
Go Warriors.
Go
Anthony,
Warriors.
And you've always been pro-Lion.
Yeah, I really am.
We were going to have an issue, weren't
I'm
we?
gunning for the Lions.
Go
man.
Warriors.
Yeah.
No, man. Bears and Lions.
Bears and Lions. Come on. There's no way that guy's taking that lion.
You got to root for the Warriors, bro.
Now that I got that 4K.
Those Warrior decapitations are going to be
it's
much
so
more vibrant.
good. I'm telling you what, there's not a lot to watch on 4K, but if you're a fan of sports,
Yeah.
if you're a sportsman's friend, and I don't mean the sandwich urine holder, I mean somebody who really enjoys sports, whew, there's
Yeah.
nothing like watching people fight to death in 4K.
You know what? I was always a purist. I wanted to sit on the stone seats and just be there live. But the 4K, it's almost like you're there live.
Sure.
All you need is a very uncomfortable couch, and it's like you're there.
You get yourself some bread and pretend you're at the circus.
Yeah. You wear your towel straight from the shower, and you're there.
You're there.
Ugh.
But you're saying that we don't have the Coliseum.
No. I was talking about the Golden State Warriors.
I literally had my phone out to get the ESPN package. I was like, which one is like...
Should have waited a second longer.
Which one's the one that has the Coliseum and the Running Man and the Purge?
Oh, the Purge is extra, sir. I'm sorry.
I'll buy the Purge package.
Well, the Purge package only comes with our extended viewing plan, which includes all the channels you've listed before, but also requires the blood of a virgin.
Into it. Which one gives me all the European sports like White Bear Station?
Oh, that's our Supreme package, which requires an actual sacrifice of some sort of livestock.
Done. Send it over.
All right. Well, it's been great talking to you. You should expect someone to collect your livestock in a window between 12 and 4 on Thursday.
Great.
Cut to
Do
12.
you guys really mean that?
Cut to Thursday.
I'm sitting here with a dead goat.
Honey, the flies are getting really, really bad.
I know. Would you just cool the fuck out? It's not my fault. I'm just trying to get the sports.
Hello. Thank you for calling customer service. Comcast Cable is here to help.
Yeah, I was told that somebody was coming between 12 and 4. I am up to my shins in lamb's blood. Like, what is going on?
Oh,
It's 4:30.
Did you mark your door with an X?
Yes. The door post.
Yes.
Yes. I followed all your instructions. Please, look, I know you have a job to do, but please don't take me through the flow chart, okay? Can you just assume that I'm a person and you're a person and I've done all the standard stuff?
Did you light the fire of the burning flame?
Of course I lit the fucking fire. What did I just say to you?
Could you put it out and then relight it?
Yes, I put it out and then I relit it. And
Oh, you've already done that?
I did the incantation. That's not the point. The point is that it's 4:40 and the guy is supposed to be here between 12 and 4. Can you just find the guy?
So you put it out and then you relit it?
Shit. If you guys didn't have such a fucking monopoly. But you know you do. You know you do. I'm so angry I could kill another goat. But I wouldn't give you that satisfaction.
Actually might help, sir.
Oh, God.
So this, we haven't even gotten to the goddamn story yet. This is a guy who is
Fine, we're only 8 minutes in.
This astrophysicist wants to add
What's this guy's name?
Matt Ginsberg, baby. He wants to add predictive technology to all sporting events. So imagine someone playing basketball, a Golden State Warrior, Steph Curry, he's going to throw up a 3. You know it's going in because it's Steph Curry. But this is actually going to predict, based on the trajectory of the ball leaving his hand, it will predict in real time whether the ball is going in seconds before it actually happens.
That's garbage. That's garbage. That's a ruining technology.
He seems to think it's going to revolutionize sports.
Yeah,
it's
by
gonna
making
show
them
people
boring.
I completely agree with you.
This is going to revolutionize sports by making them worthless.
by removing the one thing that you tune in to find out. By it's like thousands of micro spoilers happening all the time.
It's Tumblr's worst nightmare.
It's literally like
Twitter is actually crying out in pain now. This kind of sounds like these predictive technologies that buy stocks at like a rate of microseconds,
right?
And kind of predict that sort of stuff,
like the DraftKings.
Yeah,
the FanDuel.
It does sort of sound like that too.
Yeah.
Like because those people took the same technology that they were using to predict stock market and make like short-term stock market trades, and they were like, well, now I'm going to win fantasy sports.
Right.
The New York Times had a chart recently where you could put in different variables for your football team, right? And you could be like, okay, well, these guys are going to play these guys. If they win, what are their chances of winning the division?
Right.
If these guys win against these guys, you know what I mean?
Stats are a big part of every sport. They're fun. It's fun to track stats. I just don't understand who doesn't have the 1.5 seconds to find out the result of the shot.
Well, that's the thing. Like, using the stats and everything is kind of interesting because there is this sort of, well, we've done it to the best of our ability, but there is still a margin for error, right?
Right.
There's still gambling. There's still, and the other thing is the people who are using these technologies to play fantasy sports don't really care about fantasy sports. They're financial speculators.
Absolutely.
They don't really care. They're just like, here's a system that I can take advantage of to make money in the short term.
Right.
That's what they do. This is like, what technology can we invent that will ruin the actual experience of watching sports for people who enjoy them?
They seem to think that this is a really interesting article, by the way. I recommend people checking it out. It's very long. It's at 538.com. It's comprehensive, and they compare it at length to other.
So this is Nate Silver.
Oh, that's
Nate
his
Silver's
website.
site. Yeah.
They compare it at length to other overlays that have become commonplace and that actually do increase your enjoyment. Like they compare it to the 10-yard golden marker in football.
That's a bad comparison though, because the 10-yard marker is clarity.
Right.
It's clarity for the audience. I know that they have to make it 10 yards to get the first down.
And I'm curious as to where that is.
Yeah, exactly. I need to know at all times where that is in relation to the camera angle and the action that's going on. That adds clarity. If somebody goes for a 3-point shot and the second he does it, it goes, this shot will make it in.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck is there to cheer for? Where's that moment of...
It's so weird.
What? Like, where's that... is it going to happen?
Why are we so determined to steal drama from our lives? Like, I feel that way with all spoilers, you know? I feel like people are so... They need to know first so badly that they're willing to just destroy any kind of dramatic structure of anything.
Now, you know that I am not... I don't have a big issue with spoilers. I will try not to spoil things for people, but I don't really particularly care.
You're not me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a lot of people, though. Like, I feel like there's a lot of sensitivity around spoilers on the internet, so much so that I actually, like, I'll get into arguments with people. I really will.
Right.
They're like, you spoiled that for me. I'm like, no, I didn't really. What information do you have now that you didn't? Because people, like, immediately scream spoiler at everything. And there have actually been studies that say spoilers actually don't ruin a dramatic or a narrative experience for you, because what happens is your brain changes the anticipation and that moment. Instead of, oh my God, I had no idea this character was going to die, it becomes more like, this is my favorite character. I know they're going to die. How are they going to make this happen? When is it coming? What are the events what is this moment? Does this moment live up to what I expect it to live up to? And it turns into a different kind of narrative enjoyment. I think it's very
I disagree with that, by the way, but...
Well, you're wrong and horrible.
It's not that I disagree. It's not that I disagree with it. It's just that I don't prefer that kind of experience. I prefer the unexpected. I like the magic trick. I like not seeing it coming. I revel in that experience of the surprise, and I don't need to know until they reveal.
You know the magician is going to make the lady in the box disappear.
Well, but it's all about...
But it's still amazing when the lady in the box disappears, right?
Well, it's all about surprise. Like, if he puts the lady in the box, and it's not that she disappears, it's that she turns into a tiger, I didn't see that coming, right?
Neither did he. And that's why 37 people died at the Magic Castle last night.
Well, that was a very unfortunate incident, and I probably shouldn't have brought that up.
He's an amazing entertainer.
He is.
He did something. He put himself out there.
No one saw that coming.
No one saw it coming.
Especially the guy whose back was turned to the stage and got mauled by that damn tiger.
Never turn your back on a fucking tiger.
Never turn your back on a lady in a box, I think is the lesson to learn.
There are 3 things that you don't turn your back on. A lady in a box, a tiger, and a magician. And this guy broke all 3 rules.
It's like the fucking hat trick of turning your back on things.
And somehow this motherfucker made it out alive. And 37 children died.
If someone had predictive data that could have shown him that as he was turning his back...
The tiger will now maul these 37 children. See, that's cool.
That would have been useful.
Pre-crime, that's cool. You know?
Yeah.
If you're a police officer and you walk in and they're like, you know, okay, they're these people and they're likely to shoot in these directions. And this is a safe way
spoilers, Larry. Spoilers.
No.
I don't want to...
I'm trying to save your life, Jim.
You're ruining my job here.
No.
I have to try to figure out who committed the crime after the crime is over, and you're spoiling it.
Well, we know that those guys in there committed the crime, and we know that they're waiting in there to shoot us. All I'm telling you is where they're waiting.
No,
that's all the technology.
I don't want to know that. I would figure it out on my own. It would be... It ruins the surprise when I open that door and the bullets come flying.
Look, I know what you're saying. I get it. There's
it's a magical moment.
I know it is, and I know that you really love it. Here's what I'm saying, though. I am so tired of being shot. So tired.
Yeah.
What if we just, for once, did it with the computer that they gave us? Okay? There are 3 women right now who live their entire lives in a tub of jelly just to tell us when we're going to get shot and how to avoid it.
I opposed that from the beginning. I'm just going to say, I didn't like that program from the start. And I agree with you. The months of hospital stays, the extensive rehab, all of the healing process, it's excruciating and not pleasant.
Thank you.
But that moment when I opened that door and those bullets and I didn't know they were coming or where they'd land, it was all worth it for that magical moment of surprise and excitement. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Is it just me, or does somebody else here like to be a little bit surprised once in a while? Maybe I have lost a little bit of the sense of magic of the job. Maybe I've,
maybe I've started taking things for granted, and maybe I'm ruining the enjoyment of this life for myself.
Here's what I want you to do, Larry. I want you to close your eyes. I want you to turn around in circles 3 times, and then I want you to walk through a door. Any door. Maybe you get shot. Maybe it's the office supply room. You don't know, but at least you'll have that magic moment of mystery.
All right, let's do it, buddy. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, they're clearly here! I'm definitely bleeding. Oh, God.
Oh, buddy, this is the end, but I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I really didn't see it coming.
Yeah,
You're right.
We lived.
Was really amazing.
For a moment, we lived right before we died.
Literally I lived for quite a few years, but not as many as I would have liked.
Tell my wife.
I can't. I'm dying right next to you.
Your wife has already been informed. She was informed 3 weeks ago that this would happen. Oh, thanks. Thanks, precogs.
For things like that, sure. Predictive technology. I like it. Who read this article and went, thank God I'm going to know the moment every pitch is thrown that it's going to be a strike?
Well, evidently Mark
Cuban... Or even by his stance, right? Like, okay, I can see the way this guy's about to throw. This will be a strike.
Yeah. It's like your idiot uncle sitting next to you and be like, yeah, I missed it. Yeah, I missed that one. No, I got that one. It's like, well, come on, man. But Mark Cuban is investing in this.
Of course he is. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he be?
He thinks
Mark Cuban owns sports teams.
He thinks it's going to change the way we all watch sports. He thinks that giving people more information more quickly. I just don't understand the impatience with it all.
I don't understand. I think this technology applied to spectating is ridiculous. I think this technology, if you told me Mark Cuban was buying this, I would think that Mark Cuban was buying this so they could literally correct problems, see things in athletes, train athletes better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's for broadcast purposes to give the audience the equivalent of the first down marker in football. It's like,
but
hey,
that's not what it's doing.
I know.
That's not what it's doing.
I agree with you. I think this is ridiculous. I'm curious what other people might think.
I don't even like a sports.
Yeah. This will make you not watch sports more than you already not watch sports.
Maybe this ruins sports for everybody, and then we don't have to watch the sports anymore.
This is your end game. This is your nuclear option.
Maybe I'm like Ozymandiasing this whole thing.
Yeah.
Maybe this is just, you're all just pawns in my game.
There you go.
Maybe I've been Mark Cuban all along.
That would be rad.
He has not been Mark Cuban all along.
Oh, spoilers about the Mark Cuban.
I don't know. How do you guys feel about this? Do you think it's going to improve your watching experience?
Yeah.
Or
is more data always better, or maybe some drama and not knowing for half a goddamn second would be good?
Maybe. Who even knows? You can tell us your opinion on Twitter. You can hashtag that lion.
Turn your back. I don't know.
You can hashtag that Comcast sacrifice. Hashtag it Comcast sacrifice. I'd really like to see what happens when the Comcast Cares Twitter account sees that popping up all the time. I'm at A Carboni.
I'm at Jeff Canada.
And hey, did you guys know that this entire show is supported by you? We have no other source of funds to keep the show running other than the listeners.
Yeah, and that's, well, we like it to be because we have a one-to-one relationship with you guys. If you find value in the show, give us a little value in return. Go to our Patreon at patreon.com/wehaveconcerns and consider becoming a member.
Yep, keep the show ad-free and also get yourself bonus episodes, early release episodes, and monthly video hangouts with me and Jeff.